patient. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about fact families. So I'm so excited to be able to talk about this with y'all. So what is a fact family? Okay. What is a fact family? A fact family is made up of 3 numbers. So we have, for adding, it is a part plus a part equals a whole. So when we're adding our big number or our whole, big number equals whole, that is going to come last. So for adding, it is a part plus a part equals our whole. And then for subtracting, we have our whole first, and then we take away a part, and which means we're left with a part. So remember, when subtracting, our big number or our whole is going to come first. And then for 3 numbers, if you have trouble remembering that, think about if there are 3 siblings in a family. So this picture down here, there's 1, 2, 3 siblings in this family, just like there are 3 facts in a family, or there are 3 numbers in a fact family. Or if there are three members of a family, 3 siblings in a family, you can use that to help you remember. So, okay, here we go. Let's do our first fact family. So we have 9, 2, and 7. So what are we going to do when we add? How are we going to figure out how to add for our fact families? So first, remember that our big number or our whole number comes last. So that means it is a part plus a part equals a whole. So what do we do when we subtract? When we subtract, our big number comes first because we are starting with our whole, we take away a part, and then we're left with a part. So whole minus a part equals a part. So that is how we figure out our facts for our fact family when we add. So when we add, these are our first 2 facts, and then when we subtract, our next facts. So, okay, what are our facts going to be for this fact family? So when we have 9, 2, and 7, so we start with our parts. 2 plus 7 equals our whole, which is 9. And then the other fact for adding is 7 plus 2 equals 9. So that is a part plus a part equals the whole. For subtracting, we start with our whole. Remember, we start with our whole for subtracting. We take away a part, and that leaves us with a part. So our whole is 9. We take away 7. We're left with 2. And then we again start with our whole, which is 9. We take away 2 this time, and we're left with 7. So those are our missing parts or our facts for this fact family. So let's go to our next fact family. So fact family number 2, we have 7, 3, and 4. So how are we going to figure this out? So remember, for adding, it is a part plus a part equals a whole. So that big number or the whole number is going to come last. For subtracting, it is a whole minus a part equals a part. So remember, that big number is going to come first with subtracting. So what are our facts going to be? So are we ready to find out? Let's see. So what are the facts for this family? We have 7, 3, and 4. So for adding, it's going to be 3 plus 4 equals 7. So that is a part plus a part equals the whole. And then the other one, 4 plus 3 equals 7. Again, that is we're taking a part plus a part, and that equals the whole. And for subtracting, we have 7 minus 3 equals 4. We start with our whole, take away a part, and we're left with a part. And the last one, 7 minus 4 equals 3. So again, whole minus part equals a part. So, okay, good job, guys. All right, are we ready for the next one? Are we ready to move on? For fact family number 3, we have 6, 5, and 1. So remember, just another refresher, when we're adding, it is a part plus a part equals a whole. So remember that big number comes last for adding, and then for subtracting, again, whole minus part equals part. That big number is going to come first. So what do we think our facts are going to be for this fact family? What do we think if we have 6, 5, and 1? So for 6, 5, and 1, our parts for adding are 5 plus 1 equals the whole, which is 6. 1 plus 5, so part plus part, 1 plus 5 equals 6, which is our whole. And for subtracting, we start with our whole. 6 minus 5 equals 1. And then, I messed this one up. It's supposed to be 6 minus 1 equals 5. That's my fault, guys. But again, it's still so here, this should be 1, and then we would be left with 5. So that's my mistake. I'm sorry. But again, it's for subtracting. It is a whole minus a part equals a part. All right. Let's see what our next one is. So fact family number 4, we have 8, 6, and 2. So those are our 3 numbers for this fact family. So think, how do we figure out the facts for our fact family? What are we going to do? Okay, so when you add, does the whole come first or does it come last? And when you subtract, think, does the whole come first or last? What do we think? I'll let y'all think about that for a second. So for adding, what are our parts going to be? What is our whole going to be? For subtracting, what are our parts going to be? What is our whole going to be? Let's find out. Okay, so for this fact family with our numbers as 8, 6, and 2, our parts for our adding, 6 plus 2, those are our parts, and that equals our whole, which is 8. And then 2 plus 6, those are our parts, and it equals 8. So those are our facts for adding. For subtracting, we have 8, which is our whole. So we start with our whole. Our whole is 8. We take away 2. We're left with 6. Again, whole minus part equals part. And then lastly, 8, start with our whole, minus 6 equals 2. So those are the facts for this fact family with the numbers as 8, 6, and 2. Okay, so as a review, so we've done 4 fact families. So take a deep breath. Y'all have done a lot of fact families. So let's review. There are how many numbers? 1, 2, 3. Remember, 3 numbers in our fact families. Very important to remember. And if that's hard to remember, think about when there are 3 siblings or 3 family members in a family, just like in a family of people, when there are 3 family members, there are 3 numbers in a fact family. When we add, our big number or our whole number comes last. So when our big number comes last, our parts have to come before. And when we subtract, our big number comes first. Big number or our whole comes first, so our parts have to come after. Whole number, and then our parts come after. So that is a review of our fact families and what we've been doing so far. And I know y'all are going to do great with this. If you still want to have some more practice with fact families, you can go back through and look at the houses and the numbers, the 3 numbers that are in those, and just remember, think about, okay, where do my parts come? Where's my whole? And you can review that. But I know you're going to do great. Y'all are already rock stars, and you got this. Good job, guys. Thanks so much for listening.